DA.
Thank you, Dan. 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Just a beautiful Thursday morning. Thank you for tuning in. Can you believe it's just, we're knocking on the door of June. June is just around the corner.
I know.
Hard to believe,
it's something.
Right? All right, let's look at some of these news items. Oh, first of all, temperature 63 degrees right now. Did it go down a little bit? 63 right now. Anyway, we're going up to 88 today is what they expect.
Yeah, but gas went up 20 cents in one day on 200 at one station.
Hello. That was the gas.
I know, but you said did the temperature go down? And
okay,
I was
so I don't. It's amazing how.
I know
how we think.
Now I got it off my chest.
Oh, you just wanted to talk about the price of gas?
No, I don't want to talk about it. I just wanted to notice to make sure.
You just want to say something
had the
about
observation.
It. Just had your opportunity.
Now I'm done. Yeah, that's all. There's nothing to talk about with gas.
With gas. Okay.
No.
All right. Let's see. Where are the stories I wanted to bring up today? Where was the one about the mailer that was sent out? Okay, I have it here somewhere.
I think I got that in the mailbox yesterday.
You got one in the mailbox?
Yeah, I think so. It was a big glossy thing. It said Chris Blair for sheriff, and then there was all this writing on it. And I always throw all that political stuff away. I don't really read it because it's just too much to read, and I would just much rather,
The Supervisor of Elections Office here in Marion County says a mailer that was sent out to residents here in our community is not from them, even though the return address on the postcard says it's from them. There's got to be a law being broken there somewhere.
Yeah, especially the guys that printed it. They got the printing.
Yeah, I would say they would be the ones. I would say, yeah, if somebody's in trouble, it would be them. There's got to be somebody's going to be in trouble for that murder. I bet it was the one with the gun. Yeah, probably was. Probably was the one with the gun. So anyway, a postcard got sent out. Now, I don't check my mail every day. Maybe I have one too. I don't know. And it was telling people you could get a refund if you sent in a political contribution to Marion County Sheriff Chris Blair. The poor guy's going through his own hell right now, and then this kind of crap shows up. But anyway, It's not real. It's not. It's a scam of some sort. So I don't know how they would benefit from it, other than maybe to make a political whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought everybody didn't hear the news. Maybe they wanted to spread dirt.
Oh yeah, that's it. That they're on top of it, and nobody else.
You want to hear this one?
Guy.
This one is going to get you upset.
Okay.
A Memorial Day display in Hiram, Georgia, Hiram, highlighted by 79 handmade crosses, was removed after a single complaint. The crosses, one for each fallen soldier in the county, were taken down because not all 79 of the soldiers who died were Christian.
Gee. Oh, my
Hiram
God.
Mayor Teresa Filyaw, who planned and approved the crosses, told a local TV station it was never about religion. She just wanted to honor the fallen soldiers.
Of course.
It was just to honor them, she said. At the time, it never, ever crossed my mind about the religious factor in it. The cross is a rest in peace symbol to me. The city council voted unanimously Tuesday night to put the crosses back up. But...
oh, geez, the damage is done.
Well, you got 79 people who died. You can look at some. There's got to be a record somewhere. Do you have any who are Jewish? Then you put in its place a Star of David. Do you have any who fought for the country who were Muslim? You put up the what's it? I don't even know what you call that thing.
I don't either. I don't know the name.
It's like a moon and a star, right, or something.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it.
Anyway, but one person complained.
Oh.
And they took them all down.
Yeah.
Never mind.
The minority should not rule. That's it. The majority of the people wanted it up there. That's what laws are for. That's what this country's based on. That's horrible. I hope that person doesn't ever sleep at night again. Just tosses and turns the whole time.
Officials from 11 U.S. states sued the Obama administration yesterday, seeking to overturn a directive from the federal government that public schools should allow transgender students to use the bathroom matching their gender identity.
Yeah.
Ramping up the simmering battles over the contentious cultural issues in America, the states led by Texas accused the federal government of rewriting laws by, quote, administrative fiat, unquote.
That's right. Otherwise known as Obama's mandates.
The lawsuit states, quote, defendants have conspired to turn workplace and educational settings across the country into laboratories for a massive social experiment, flouting the democratic process and running roughshod over common sense policies protecting children and basic privacy rights, unquote.
His 2 daughters are affected by this. We need to hear from them. I know, lay off the children, but this affects them, so we need to hear their opinion about what their father's doing. My opinion.
Let's see. Verizon officials say striking workers are illegally intimidating and harassing replacement technicians. Union officials said Verizon has no evidence such incidents occurred, or if striking workers were even involved.
Wow.
They said the telecommunications giant is trying to stifle their legal right to protest. Today, a Delaware judge could decide who is right when the two sides square off in the Delaware Court of Chancery. Verizon filed a motion last month asking the court to limit the number of protesters allowed and to require them to stay a certain distance from the entrances to Verizon facilities. For spelling nerds, it's the heavyweight title, the final day of the 89th Scripps National Spelling Bee. Just 45 out of the more than 280 competitors, who are all children, by the way, who competed on the first day are moving on to vie for the championship and $40,000 in cash and prizes.
Wow.
What would you get if you were a kid and you had $40,000?
Yeah.
Your mom would say, here's 100. We'll put the rest in savings for you. The youngest contestant is 6 years old.
Oh, my gosh.
But he or she, doesn't say, will not be advancing. With its heart-pounding tension and climactic finish, the Bee has become a pop culture institution. And there you go. It's on ESPN 2. And then, it's on ESPN 2 at 10 a.m. this morning, Eastern Time. And then ESPN, without the 2, at 8 p.m. for the championship tonight.
Does it say if the child with the cochlear implants made the finals?
Doesn't say.
Oh.
It just says the 6-year-old didn't.
Okay. Gosh.
Here's a sports story. It all comes down to one game for the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Tampa Bay Lightning as they face off in Game 7 of the National Hockey League Eastern Conference Final today.
Okay.
The Penguins are hoping to reach the Stanley Cup Final for the first time since 2009, while the Lightning are looking to repeat last year's final appearance. If the Penguins prevail, they might look back at the first period of Tuesday's Game 6 as the series turning point, when coach Mike Sullivan successfully challenged Tampa Bay's first goal of the game. The move killed the Lightning's momentum, and the Pens won 5-2.
Oh, gosh. Wow. So they won by 3 points, and the other team was upset because they lost 1 point.
SpaceX hopes the weather holds for its scheduled launch today of a communications satellite being sent up by the Thai government. And it has hopefully they want another successful landing of the Falcon 9 rocket at sea, as they were able to do already. This would be the third, right? The third straight rocket landing at sea. Launching from Cape Canaveral, the Falcon 9 aims to deliver the Thaicom PLC's Thaicom 8 satellite to orbit. After separating from the rocket's upper stage, the Falcon 9 booster will dive toward an unpiloted SpaceX drone ship in the Atlantic Ocean, hoping to make its 3 consecutive missions and successful booster landings at sea.
Oh, cool.
What time is it going up?
That's awesome. Is it 5 something?
What time
Is it like 5:40 or
SpaceX
something like that?
Yeah, what time is the SpaceX launch tonight? Let me see. Well, we can Google everything. 5:40 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay. I like space stuff.
I do too. Go to Kennedy Space Center. Leaders of the world's 7 major industrial democracies began a 2-day meeting in Ishima, Japan today. While they have no plans to issue important new initiatives or commitments, leaders from Britain, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the United States will discuss a range of issues, including the global economy, human rights, climate and energy, maritime security, and issues with North Korea and Russia. The two trouble kids.
Yeah.
The two trouble kids in our world.
That's right. The troublemakers.
Got some more trouble kids in the Middle East. But
That's right.
Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and President Obama initially planned to hold a one-on-one meeting early today to discuss the G7 agenda, along with U.S.-Japan bilateral issues. But that meeting was scheduled for last night, shortly after Obama arrived. How do you handle when you do those kind of things, like when you're used to this time zone and now you're in another time zone where you're normally dead asleep?
Yeah.
I mean, I would be falling asleep at the meeting.
It's psychological. Then.
Mr. Whitley, wake up, please. Mr. Whitley. Wake up, please, Mr. Whitley. All right, I was telling you could be the queen of the lionfish.
Yes.
Well, not the queen of the lionfish. You could be the lionfish queen. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is hosting the Lionfish Challenge. This sounds
cool.
Interesting, Robin. This is a statewide hunting competition intended to encourage divers to capture, kill, and possibly eat these beautiful but troubling, menacing fish. They have been invading the western Atlantic waters and gobbling up native species for the last 20 years. The title of the Lionfish King or Queen
Oh, so you got a king or a queen.
goes to whomever captures the most lionfish by September 30th. Anyone can enter as long as the fish is captured off of the coast of Florida. During the first weekend, which was I think last weekend, participants brought in more than 14,000.
Wow.
These are pretty fish, by the way.
They are. They're beautiful. But they're
Some people are
they're
choosing not to
invasive.
eat them. Instead, they're choosing to put them in their aquariums.
Yeah, there you go.
That's kind of cool, too. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back with Galen Unold. Going to talk about jealousy in youth sports.
From the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Carmen Roberts. President Obama's far from home talking to world leaders.
They are paying very close attention to this election.
The president speaking at the G7 summit in Japan, taking shots at Donald Trump.
They are not sure how seriously to take some of his pronouncements, but they're rattled by him.
The president says Trump's proposals show ignorance about world affairs. More tornadoes slamming Kansas overnight, but this time, no injuries reported.
Each of these storms produced some pretty significant tornado activity, resulting in, losses of structures.
Kansas Highway Patrol spokesman Ben Gardner, one twister staying on the ground for more than an hour and a half. And the Golden Arch is not shining at McDonald's HQ today. The company shut the office as protesters demanding a $15 minimum wage show up ahead of the shareholders meeting. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Coming June 5th to Fox News Channel.
It is a noble cause we are engaged in, either freedom or slavery. This is an American army.
Before a campaign.
If we are to die.
Before a party.
Do not fire until you see the whites of their eye. Let us die.
A nation is born.
As a free people.
Bill O'Reilly presents Legends and Lies, The Patriots, coming June 5th to Fox News Channel.
The Republicans, the Democrats, two critical conventions, and only one network covers it all. Fair and balanced. Fox News Channel, starting July 18th, the Republican National Convention in Cleveland, Ohio. Then, starting July 25th, the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The must-see political events are on Fox News Channel. We are America's election headquarters.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
The sound of the bat cracking, the crowd cheering, the smell of overpriced but tasty hot dogs, the memories that will last a lifetime of your first baseball game with Little Johnny. Your team wins. It was a great night until you get home. It's 9 p.m. and your wife says you have no water.
We have no water.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Rule number 1, don't panic. Remain calm. Okay, that's 2 rules.
We don't have time for jokes, funny man.
Okay, think back. On the way home, you heard a radio commercial.
Mike's Got Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
Eureka! You saved the day. You remembered that Mike Scott Plumbing doesn't charge extra for nights, weekends, or holidays. You are a genius.
Hey, Mr. Genius, did you remember the phone number?
Of course you did. Remember, you're a genius. 352-237-2888. Because at Mike Scott Plumbing, if water runs through it, we do it. Even if water's not running through it at this particular moment. Mike Scott Plumbing.
Need a mailbox rental but need more information? Remember Personal Service Center, 789-6683. How does $10 a month sound with just a 3-month commitment? Remember Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Mention WOCA and the setup fee is waived. Personal Service Center will email or text notifications to you when your packages arrive. Even scan mail so you never actually have to pick it up. Now that's service. Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Located on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, Ocala. Look for the yellow signs.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or